Straight into our top story, the Concerned SSNIT Pensioners Forum is calling for the introduction of a minimum pension policy, saying it would help protect pensioners on the lowest incomes. The appeal follows an announcement by the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SSNIT, increasing the minimum monthly pension from 300 to 400 cedis. The forum says while the increase is welcome, it remains insufficient to meet the basic living needs of low-income pensioners. Speaking to 3 Business, an executive member of the group, Dr. Edu Anani-Entry, said protecting vulnerable pensioners is essential to maintaining social stability and supporting the country's social security system.
We have a national minimum wage policy that's we are using and determining wages now and then. And we are saying that it should not be difficult for us also to work at getting some policy on minimum living wage. So that will become something that society, the whole inclusive, will discuss. SSNIT will be there, pensioners will be there, government agencies, policy makers, economic planners, researchers, accountants, lawyers. We all get involved and we decide that, look, how much should somebody who is on retirement should be able to get? If we decide that, then we know that we have a living minimum pension. That's anybody who is out there can live on.
Dr. Edu Anani-Entry is a member of the Concerned SSNIT Pensioners Forum. Meanwhile, the Director General of SSNIT, Kwesi Afrɛ-Baini, has defended the 100 cedi increase in the minimum wage to 400 cedis as the right thing to do to protect the vulnerable members of the scheme.
You raised a very valid point, and it was one of the considerations we needed to factor in. But there's also some solidarity when it comes to social security. And that is as important as ensuring that the rule says your pension is a function of how much you earn, so we just stick to that. We need, as a society, we need to protect the low earners amongst us because it is the right thing to do. One of the reasons why Jesus Christ loved children was that because children were a vulnerable group. Not because he didn't like adults, but because it's always important to take care of the underprivileged ones amongst us. And it's a commitment we have, it's a commitment we share, and it's a passion we share.
That was Kwesi Afrɛ-Baini. He's the Director General of the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SSNIT. Now, the Ghana Stock Exchange ended Monday's trading session on a mildly positive note as modest gains in MTN Ghana underpinned a higher close for the benchmark index. Data from the exchange showed that the GSE Composite Index rose by 0.23% to close at 8,828.04 points, extending its year-to-date return to 0.66%. The GSE Financial Stocks Index, however, remained flat at 4,669.3 points, holding its YTD gain at 0.48%. Market capitalization expanded by 4.04 billion cedis to settle at 176.29 billion cedis, reflecting the day's improvement in prices. Now, away from that, Member of Parliament for Ofoase Ayerebi and ranking member of the Economy and Development Committee of Parliament has underscored the need for a more supportive ecosystem to empower young Ghanaians in job creation. Speaking at the Youth Career Conference 2026 held under the theme Empowered for Purpose and Impact, Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah emphasized that sustainable job creation in Ghana hinges on the ability of young people to not only find work but to become employers themselves.
The lawmakers' remarks come at a time when the Economy and Development Committee is scrutinizing fiscal policies aimed at boosting local production and supporting small to medium enterprises, small SMEs.
Education generally is important, but we have to add to our educational curriculum the skills that enable them to be problem solvers and creators of value so that they themselves can create a lot more jobs and employ a lot of other people. Secondly, I think that we have to strengthen the ecosystem that provides support for young people. Financial support, technical support, corporate governance support so that not just the knowledge to create businesses, but the ecosystem to enable them to do that.
Speaking alongside policymakers at the Youth Career Conference 2026, a retired Deputy Commissioner of Police and Consulting General Surgeon, Dr. Mabel Abua, emphasized that in a rapidly evolving digital age, the internet is no longer a luxury, but a fundamental tool for professional survival and excellence.
On the internet, there is an application that shows you how to draw your CV, build your career. There are always free training programs on the internet as well. Use your time and your credit to do those things, to build yourself up. Something good that is lasting, you start small and you work at it and you progress. Nothing happens at once. So anything that sounds like magic is most probably not true. First of all, don't believe everything. Authenticate anything that you see, and then anything that looks so good and so true and so easy, most probably is not original, and you have to be careful.
Resident Apostle of Life Community Chapel International, Dr. Richard Johnson, has issued a powerful call to action to the younger generation, urging them to abandon the safety of their comfort zones in pursuit of a more impactful life.
You have to full purpose. You should develop that aspect of you where you can discover your potential, discover yourself. We have to be intentional about discovering yourself and making a positive impact, especially in the country.
And that's how we end today's edition of Business Daily here on 3FM 92.7. For more business stories, please check out our website. It's 3news.com/business. I am Michael Obodu. Thank you for listening. As always, please stay safe.